Okay, so the game we'll be playing today is called Slide Tag. This game falls into the evasion movement theme based upon use of space within an area. The objective of the game is to get from the beginning of the baseline of the netball court to just past the centre circle, while it's trying to not get tagged by the opponents. Slide Tag is about invading the opposition's territory, keeping the opponent's score as low as possible while your team scores more within the time restraint. I will now split you into four groups of 3 people. For each group, you'll be given a colour. You 3 are blue, you 3 are green, you 3 are yellow, and then you 3 are orange. To warm up, I'll get you all along the baseline. So if you're all spread out along the baseline for me. Alright, so basically this is to get your bodies moving and allowing you to get used to returning back to the starting area. I'll call out a particular colour, and all you need to do is run through to the court, to the end, and I want you to ensure that when you finish, you're actually returning on the outside of the lines. Alright, so, Team Orange. Alright, so just next time guys, it's just to the line. Just centre circle is. Alright, yellow. Green. Blue. Green and orange. Sorry. Yellow. Blue and green. And orange. Alright, so bring it in. Alright, so now I'm going to keep you in your coloured groups and get the 2 of the groups to place themselves evenly on each line of the cones. Each group will have a turn at defence and attacking. The 2 coloured groups I call out to be on these lines will be the defenders, acting to guard these lines and tag the incoming attacking players. The rules. The defenders standing on the lines are allowed to reach in front of them to tag the attacker, however you cannot reach behind you. The attackers, which are the 2 remaining groups on the baseline, need to make their way through the court, trying to dodge the defenders and not get tagged. You can't go outside the lines, however attackers, if you are tagged, you need to exit immediately through the sidelines and go back to the start to try again. If you make it through successfully, you return to the start and try again. I'll be timing for 30 seconds and each of you will individually count the amount of times you successfully make it through without being tagged, and then add your combined score at the end. At the end of each 30 seconds, you must be past the centre circle for that particular run to count. So I'll get the orange and yellow team to be the defenders first, and your challenge is to tag as many attackers as you can. Be mindful that communication will be vital for both teams in this game. Attackers, which is the blue and green teams, your challenge is to get to the finish line as many times as you can and mislead the defenders to find the space. Attackers, questions. Where do you think you will be trying to find the space? Very good. So is there particular areas that you're going to be trying to go through? So obviously the defenders are going to be on the lines. So where are we trying to go? What space are we trying to get through? The line. Perfect. Defenders, even though you're stationary, how do you think you can invade the attacker's space? So making yourself look bigger than you are. Perfect. Alright. Okay, so as I said, we'll get the 2 teams of defenders and then 2 on the bottom, on the baseline. Yeah, so think about how you guys are spreading yourselves out.
the cones?
No, so they're along the line. So you guys are on the line.
They're on that line.
You're on the line with the cones.
Are they allowed to move?
No, they're stationary. No, so you're on the line.
You can be on any, will it be the back one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 3 more. Apparently she...
Yeah, perfect.
We can move anywhere.
So when I say go, the 30 seconds starts.
We can go anywhere, yeah?
They can move
You
on
can
the
go
line.
anywhere, as I said, apart from on the outside lines, alright? So you're just getting past the centre circle. Does everyone understand?
And the defenders can't move.
Defenders, you cannot move. Remember what we just spoke about trying to appear as big as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does, just in time.
And go.
Yay, good job, India. It's a very good stretching exercise. Great stretch. That's just something.
Alright, 5 seconds.
Go, Mitch.
Matt, stop. So whoever didn't get past, if you hadn't completed it, then that's that. Alright. So, how many, you need to combine your scores? So how many did you each get?
I got 4.
Alright, so combine your score together.
What did you get?
1. I made it, so. God, I kept running forward. Kept running into her on purpose.
Alright, so do you have a score for me?
7. 7, yeah.
Yep, and yours?
Five, 8, 7,
So 7 and 5.
15.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're at 12. Alright, so that's what you guys have to try and beat. Alright, so now we swap over.
Because that was his like.
And go!
Indy, why don't you go for in-between training Alicia? I'm trying to Alicia.
Oh, great.
Indy, tell people to go closer to you.
Alright, stop! Alright, so I'll grab you guys, everybody come in now. So I'll grab you guys to make up your score. Bring it in. What did you guys get? 14 versus 12. Okay, so attackers on the second team, what did you learn? Defenders on the second team, what did you learn from the first attacking team?
Think
All
about
in
it.
one. Yeah.
Right, so you're making it so that it was a little bit harder
Yeah.
and actually going on the full line. Right,
Yeah.
that's perfect, and obviously you're deterring them from getting through.
Yeah.
How did you find? How defenders? How did you overcome the rule of not being able to move
Balance on one leg.
and stretch out?
Yeah.
And does anyone have anything that they think they could have done differently?
Could have spread out a little bit further. So we had the whole court instead of 3 quarters.
Yep. And attackers, how did you make the decision on where and when to run?
Chose the weakest lady.
Yeah, make the weakest link. Okay, alright. Very good. Alright, so now we're going to progress. We'll be involving a netball as well. So now the aims of the game is still the same. However, each player on the attacking team must touch the ball at least once before getting to the finish line without being tagged. This is to challenge how you use the space when an object is added to the game. Normal netball rules apply, so no stepping, 3 seconds to release it, and once again you can't go outside of the sidelines. If a defender happens to deflect the ball or comes into possession, attackers, you all return to the start again. You now have 45 seconds, as the environment has changed slightly, for you to reach the end line, and as many times as you can. Defenders, just a reminder, you are still stationary. Attackers, you now have a ball as another element you need to consider when making decisions in this environment. So let's think about what type of passes you execute and the positions that you're running into. As the defenders, keep applying the pressure and positioning yourself to take up as much space so that you can look bigger than you are, as we already talked about. So attackers, how will you create the space to get yourself as well as the ball to the end?
Have one person in each side at all times.
Yep. And what do you think the biggest challenge now will be now that there's a ball involved? What about space-wise?
Extra arms up.
Try not to budge and all go towards the ball.
Yep.
Spread out.
Yep. All right. Perfect. Okay, so we'll get the same again. So the two teams that started as defenders, we'll get you back on there, and then the two teams on attackers.
You like try and line up. Could we go like this?
So everybody's got to touch the ball.
Yep. Everybody's got to touch the ball until the end line.
When we get over the other side, do we just pass it back into here?
So once you finish, you all run from start and then go again.
Every single one of us has to touch the ball.
Okay? All right. We all clear? And go. So attackers, you all, as I said, you all start again. You all start again. As soon as someone's tagged, you all start again.
Sorry, my bad.
Alright, that's time. That's time. Alright, you're swapping over again. So now attackers become defenders.
Just gotta think. Gotta think it's great.
That's hard for BJ.
We're small, we have their line.
Keep thinking that.
Alright,
I will.
and go.
Yes! Yes!
How do you get tagged? How you get tagged?
Not all the way back there.
Arms up.
Yeah.
Guys, got one more.
Alright, and stop. Alright, so attackers on the second team, what did you learn from the first attacking team? Yeah.
You have to be more aware of where everything is.
And where everything is? Yeah.
They've got more people. We have got more.
The one more. Yeah. Yeah. Show us how did you find this challenge compared to the first game? What did we learn? It's harder with an object.
Second thing to focus on instead of one.
Yeah.
This makes it perfect.
All right. And did you have to change the way you pass the ball?
Not really.
No, because you didn't get first. Alright, okay, so the next progression we've got is the defenders are no longer stationary. Except they have to be on both, you have to be on each line. So you can't all have them on the first line, okay? You'll be allowed to move along the line and the line only. So you basically can run along the line until you get to another defender. So you must all stay in the same formation as you are. So meaning the person on the outside cannot go past the middle defender on the line. Attackers, you still have the same aim before, getting the ball to the end without being tagged by a defender, as well as having the ball received by everyone before the centre circle. However, you now have 1 minute to get the ball to the centre circle as many times as you can. Attackers, I want you to focus on the space you're running into and how you're communicating with the other people on your team to achieve the outcome for each team. As for the defenders, when you're now allowed to move, given you are now allowed to move along the line, think about how communication will also help you to tag as many people as you can. How do you think this alteration to the game will change how many times the ball reaches the end?
Actual question. To score a point for your team, does the entire team have to reach the other side or just one player?
No, the
Everyone.
whole team. Yes. Yeah.
Be more of a chance to get it now, but it's also a lot easier for defence.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of easier for both.
Okay. All right. So, once again, we'll get to the two teams on that side, and then the other two here.
Same rules apply for the ball.
Same rules apply. Alright, so you've got 30 seconds now to talk about tactics, okay? And you'll get 30 seconds as well.
So if one player gets across, does that mean one person gets tagged, they all get?
So we'll just do those.
Yeah.
It's up.
You got 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Alright, get ready? Gotta get one.
Go.
Yep. Got him.
Come back, guys.
Got 15 seconds.
Quick. Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go around again, so you've got another chance. Alright, so swap.
We should do that same tactic they did with just passing in this hand.
Your 30 seconds for tactics starts now. No, tactics start now. It's alright.
We should really try and spread out so we can we can just go like that. Oh yeah. So we have to spread out. We gotta spread out.
You got 5 seconds. Alright, you're on.
Tag everyone.
Ready?
Get try and move.
Yes.
Tag.
Ball.
You got job what
Yes.
what he is. He does his job.
Yes.
The only thing we're alright because we've got like
Yes. I'm over. Yes.
15 seconds.
Yep.
Dedication, I believe that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And stop. Alright, so going around one more time.
Yeah, we haven't sweated enough. Alright, now they've learned from us.
Alright, so you guys, think about what you can do differently this time. It's not the point, Sam. Think about how you can get through twice. Alright. And go.
You go.
I like how you decided then to put the front as many on there. That was good because obviously you stopped them this time.
I didn't like back there.
You got 10 seconds. Alright, and go.
Oh, let's go for the weakest link. I don't even know who that is. I'm not on your team.
Yep. Come on again.
Yes.
15 seconds. Alright, okay, bring it in, guys. Sorry, guys.
We lost by like a little bit.
Bring it in.
That's difficult.
Alright, so on this time, how did we try and create opportunities to get through the defence line?
Distracting the defence.
Yeah.
Distraction, and how were we distracting?
Trying to overwhelm them.
Draw them together
Yeah.
and make a gap.
And I heard someone say about the weakest link.
Yes.
Why were you looking at me?
Hi.
I'm like, so what? Does that mean it's Sam?
Yeah.
It's alright, I don't mind.
I was gonna stand watch home at the stage. I was like,
Did any attackers use any tactics to get through?
We did the bowl like in circle really quick so we could give ourselves more time to get through.
Yes, and that was very good. And then as you saw, the second team decided to copy because it was such a good tactic. That was very good. What did you have to change in this game compared to the last one?
Different rules.
we got more things to focus on.
To focus on? Yep.
Communication.
So what about the space now compared to last time?
It's crowded.
A lot more invasion, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So to conclude, what was the main outcome of the games tonight? What did we learn? Apart from that.
Communication and tactics.
And what about the space? What did we learn about creating space?
You've got to think about it more. You have to
Yeah. And how do we create the space?
dodging.
Dodging,
Baking.
arms up. Making
Going-
yourself big.
Going into where no one else is, basically. All right. And how important is it to create the space?
Important.
Very.
The main game.
So
Very. All right. Okay.
Crucial to the game.
Does anyone have any input that they want to?
Yeah, can we do this before every game?
Yeah.
Good warm-up.
Yeah, good warm up.
That's a good drill, actually. Is that all? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Thanks. Thanks.